Hello, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Noki, and you're here once again for the midweek discussion on Noki Talks. Today, I will be going over the brand new trailer that dropped yesterday morning for Pokemon Sword and Shield. For those of you who watched this past Sunday's news with Noki, you remember that I mentioned that there was a rumor that a brand new trailer would be dropping on either Monday the 5th or Wednesday the 7th, and in fact that was indeed true. And as it would happen to be, many of the things that were revealed in this trailer can be linked back to previous rumors as well. Starting out, we have the absolutely exciting news that there will be Galarian forms in this game. This has truly been a hot topic of conversation leading up to the release of these games in November. Many people have hoped and speculated that we would see a return of regional form variants, and as we saw from this trailer, that is absolutely correct. The first form variant that was revealed is Galarian Weezing, an awesome new take on a Generation 1 Pokemon, which now gains the Fairy typing, a very interesting change to a Pokemon like Weezing of all things. Though, in my own speculation, I think this has something to do with the fact that this Pokemon cleans the environment in the Galar region. And for this Pokemon's specifications, it does end up keeping its Levitate ability, while also gaining an unknown ability that has yet to be revealed. And something that I found absolutely shocking is that this Pokemon will now stand a whopping 10 feet tall, with its smokestack top hat included. The next form variants that were revealed were Galarian Zigzagoon and Lanoon. And in my opinion, this was an amazing new take on what was originally, to me, a very lackluster Generation 3 Pokemon. And much like with Rattata from Generation 1, this new form variant gains the Dark typing here in Galar, though it does keep its abilities Pickup and Gluttony. The more and more I've been looking at these Pokemon, it seems like their overall design theme seems to be based somewhat upon the band Kiss. And according to the website, this is the original form of Zigzagoon, which to me is a little interesting considering the Hoenn variant is so boring, being the one that adapted, versus this original form which has such an exciting appearance. According to the website, these Pokemon can be found absolutely everywhere in Galar, and they even make mention that they can be found in cities and towns, which brings forth my own speculation that this is going to be the case for other Pokemon as well, and might actually bring more validation to the earlier rumors which stated that there would be an urban area located at the top of the map that would be just like the wild area in its mechanics. In this urban area, we could possibly see many Pokemon just like Zigzagoon and Lanoon that also inhabit the area's towns and cities. Stemming off of Galarian Lanoon, we were shown a brand new regional evolution, Obstagoon. This rockin' looking Pokemon is a dark normal Pokemon with the abilities Reckless or Guts, and has a signature move Obstruct, which seems much like Protect, but also has some form of counter attack built into it. And the way this Pokemon is described on the official website hints towards other Pokemon as well as other regional forms having unique and unseen evolutions here in Galar. We were also given another brand new Pokemon, Morpeko, which is the first form-changing Pokemon shown here in Galar. Now, we have seen form-changing Pokemon before, such as Aegislash for instance, but never have we seen one that absolutely changes everything about it, including its typing and even its move typing, as its signature move Aura Wheel changes from electric to dark based on its form. And according to the official description of this Pokemon, it has either a full belly mode, when it has enough berries to sustain its everlasting hunger, or its hangry mode, when it doesn't have any berries in its pockets and becomes extremely angry in hunger and volatile in its reactions. Up next, we were shown two brand new rivals for us to hone our battle skills against. We have Bede, who appears to be confident and prideful and seemingly even snarky in his demeanor. And clearly Game Freak has been listening to the fans on this one, hoping for the return of this type of rival in a game. The website even gives an indication that this character will have more of an agenda than simply becoming champion. And as a little bit of a side note, it showed this trainer using a Duosion, caught with a graphically amazing looking Great Ball. Marnie is the other rival we were shown, who appears edgy, yet kind-hearted and seems very determined as a Pokemon trainer. And again, the entire website outlines how there's a bit more depth to her story rather than simply wanting to become the champion. She seems to use her partner Morpeko, who is caught using an equally as sharp looking Dusk Ball. And along with Marnie comes Team Yell, who are Marnie's wildest fans and follow her around everywhere, causing havoc, chaos, and disruption wherever they go. They even block routes and transportation, though it seems Marnie is able to get them to back down. The website does mention that they are able to cause distraction during battle, which to me seems to hint that there may be a possible new mechanic of a cheering factor during the battles, maybe whether it ends up empowering a Pokemon or distracting it. And obviously, the entire theme of this team is centered around the real-life inspirations of the punk rock and sports fans cultures of England. And finally, we move on to the brand new features that were revealed in this trailer for the upcoming games, starting with the Rotami, and this appears to be a Rotom-driven PC/ATM-like device where your Pokemon are stored in boxes and you can interact with in many ways. Interestingly enough, the Rotom in this device does seem a bit more feminine in nature than the typical red one that we've been used to, and even the one that seems to inhabit your phone. And it is unclear as of yet whether this station will be able to connect with your Rotom phone from afar, allowing you to access your Pokemon without traveling to a nearby Pokemon Center. Also, these Rotami stations will give you access to the brand new Pokejobs, which are various job postings by corporations, private institutions, and universities, and there'll be odd jobs available that your Pokemon can fulfill. By completing these jobs, your Pokemon will gain experience or even base stat points, as well as a possibility of obtaining rare items, which is very similar to the Pokepelago. However, this mechanic does seem to have a lot more direction. We have yet to see the entire depth of what this brand new system will bring, though from what we have seen so far, it looks extremely interactive and the graphics look phenomenal. Which really does bring me to the final point of this video that I'd like to make about this trailer. If you watch back through many of the clips, there is a continuing upgrade of the graphical quality of these games. As I mentioned before, the Great Ball that Bede uses to throw out his Duosion looks so sharp and so beautiful. Better than anything we've ever seen in a Pokemon game. And as they continue to show more and more of the overworld as time goes on, it is very apparent that all of the graphical textures are gaining upgrades, and absolutely nothing we've seen so far is final as to what the games will actually look like upon their release. I've been very excited to see the positive reaction from the Pokemon community since this trailer dropped yesterday. It seems like even those people who had a negative outlook on these games are beginning to have their minds changed and their opinions swayed. Just like every other Pokemon game, this one might not include all of the things that you hope for or wish for out of a Pokemon game that would be perfect in your opinion. But that does not take away from, at all, how absolutely fun and amazing these games do look. With each brand new Pokemon game that has come out, there has been a very obvious upgrade and progression, and this is no different for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I genuinely am counting down the days until I can jump into this world and see it for myself. But that's gonna wrap it up for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this has been Professor Noki, signing out once again for Noki Talks.